lovely people, I'm CaptainVic and welcome back to my Minecraft 1.14 Let's Play, where today we're pretty much continuing off where we left the last episode. We're going to fill in the middle of this map and we're also going to see if we can find this buried treasure. We're not going to take all the dogs with us this time, we're just going to take two. So we're going to take Gary, who is our new dog by the way. He grew up while I was just doing some little inventory management. And we're going to take George, the original good boy. So, with all that done, let's just head out and see where we go. Let's look for some treasure. So we need to go up this way for a bit. Let's get this map back out so we're filling anything in we need to fill in along the way. So we need to go up to about here. And then we need to head in this direction. So, let's find some treasure. So, we are now off of our main map and we're still not onto the treasure map yet properly, which is very interesting. So, I'm actually starting to think that this treasure map is taking us to the beach, as in our beach, the one we went to a few episodes ago. Yeah, and it looks like I'm right. So, we're just coming up to it now by the looks of it. So in a minute, just try and get it so we're right in the middle here. We should start coming across the beach. Yeah, there it is. I can see the water in the distance. Right, so let's get onto the sand. So the map is saying it looks like we're pretty in the centre right here. So we dig down a few blocks. I can't see a chest, so let's go back. I know you have to get these like spot on, like ridiculously spot on. No, not there. Let's have another look. It's around here somewhere. We're quite close. It's one of these blocks. No, that's stone, right. Aha! There it is, found it. So what we got inside? Oh ho 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 ho! Oh, look at all these emeralds, guys. Look at them. Got some emeralds, got some gold, got some TNT, iron sword, some ingots, some more fish, not that we really need more fish, prismarine, more ingot, and a heart of the sea, which is pretty dang useful to be honest, because we sort of, well, we don't need one of those, we're miles away from the sea, but we've got quite a few naughter shells just from doing our thing with our AFK fishing, so it's nice to actually have one of these. I think I'm going to quickly nip back home since we're quite close and just chuck all this stuff in a chest since it seems to take up most of our inventory, and then I'll get back when we start actually filling the map out. I've just done a little bit of mountain climbing and look how high we are. We're literally in the clouds up here, and yeah, it's so cool. Dog's trying to get up, well at least Gary's trying to get up, I don't know where George is. Yeah, it's really cool just to be up in the clouds. So we're now going to try and slowly, carefully make our way down here. Be a little bit like a mountain goat. Just sort of hug the sides a little bit. I'm very concerned that George isn't here. I was starting to think bringing the dogs was once again a bit of a mistake. Hey, Gary, you sit there so I know where you are. Where's George? There he is. Right. Come on, let's go pick up Gary. I think the problem might be that the dogs just don't like the snow. Maybe that's it. They don't like the snow, so they, not as in the actual dogs don't like the snow, as in the programming pathfinding AI of the dogs doesn't like the snow. Because it always seems to be when they're on snow that they get stuck. See, look, he's not teleporting. And he really should be. Anyway. Let's just get on with filling out this map. What have you guys been up to? I thought I heard the sound of... Oh my god, they must have done it again. I need to be really careful when I'm feeding these dogs or I'm going to end up with so many puppies. And I'm going to run out of G names. Right, so I guess we've got a little puppy coming along for this trip. What I'm doing now, by the way, is I've sort of found where the border of the snow biome is. And I'm just going to sort of skirt around the outside a little bit. And probably drop the dogs off home because I'll look it up when I've finished recording, but I do think that it is a problem with snow biomes. I'll see if anyone else said it, but yeah, it does seem to be, they just don't like following me in the snow for some crazy reason. Oh, look! Look at him! Oh my god! I haven't seen foxes before. That's absolutely adorable. Oh, I love them. Right, still just sort of filling this in, trying to go around the edge. Yeah, look, foxes. I'll have to do some looking into. I've got to do a lot of looking into all sorts of things, but I've got a bit of a free pass when it comes to foxes because, you know, they're very new. They're like, look at the little baby one. They're like, what, less than a month old? But yeah, I don't really know how they act. I know you can tame them and then you can breed them, and then when you breed them, the more generations they're bred, the more tame they are around humans. So obviously those are very skittish. I can't get anywhere near them, but maybe if we bred some, we'd be able to get some foxes which, you know, don't run away as soon as they see us, which would be nice. So let's collect some berries. These we have to be careful with. I was playing Bedrock with my boyfriend, and we started a little berry farm right next to our house, and we just kept falling into it and not quite dying, but you move through them similar to how you do cobwebs, and we just sort of kept getting hit pretty much. Can you guys stop throwing yourself off mountains? That's my job. This is why I fed them originally. They keep just throwing themselves off the mountains. We're going to be going back in a second anyway. We're just trying to fill out these little bits. And then we're going to put the dogs away and we're going to fend for ourselves. So we've dropped the dogs off back home and had a sleep, and now we just need to fill in the snowy parts of our map. So let's head out and start doing that. I have to say that the snowy biomes are probably my absolute favourite Minecraft biomes. I just think they look really pretty. They also contain my favourite type of wood, obviously spruce, but I just think they're just so pretty. The snowy Minecraft I think I've always liked. I think it was one of the things, the first updates I ever experienced was when they added the sort of snowy biomes and trees and all that. And yeah, maybe that's why I love it so much, because I've got fond early memories of playing these biomes. Who knows, but they are probably my favourites. just while I'm reminiscing about Minecraft, another thing that I can't believe is that I think it might have been on the actual day of Minecraft's birthday, but Minecraft is now the most sold game of all time, which to me is completely crazy because those of you who don't know, the former most sold of all time was Tetris. Tetris, which is a game which has been out for 30 odd years, and in that statistic, similar to how the statistic for Minecraft counts all the different versions, it counted all the different versions of Tetris, so 30 years worth of Tetris. So like, I think I've personally owned about 4 Tetris games, you know, probably more than that. So to think that all those different versions of Tetris have now been overtaken by Minecraft is, I think that's pretty cool. The fact that this game, which started out as like this little indie game made by one guy, has just evolved into what it is now. And I think that's pretty cool. I also think it's pretty damn cool how the AI of the mobs sort of keeps getting better, and they add new mobs with different sort of quirks. So like the foxes, look at the foxes compared to some of the first mobs in Minecraft, so like pigs and cows. The fact that they have all these things, like if you drop an item they'll steal it and run off with it, and the fact that you can almost do like generational taming is really cool. It's really interesting to see how it's evolved, and all these new crafting tables and everything which have come in this update, and you know, the updates to the biomes. I just think it's really awesome. I remember when they first added horses, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever, because before that you could only ever get them through mods. Like, oh, I can't remember the name of the mod. Was it Most Creatures? And that had horses, and then they added horses into actual Minecraft, and that was really cool. And I need to stop talking about the past because I'm walking in completely the wrong direction. But yeah, there doesn't seem to be much interesting really going on as we're filling in this. There might be when we get to the snowy biome, but you know, we've got some nice things. We've got a plains over here, which is quite nice. You know, there's little areas which I'm walking past and I'm thinking, yeah, I could do something with that in the future, but anything like that is very far future. We've got to build our main base first, which I'm very excited for, and I hope you guys enjoy what I've come up with, because I'm quite excited to show you. And here we are, the main snowy biome. And like, going back to what I said earlier, just look at it. I absolutely love them. It's just, I think it's also the tallness of the trees, it just really adds to the sort of feel you get. I'm feeling very nostalgic this episode. You know, this whole Let's Play series is very nostalgic for me. I sort of grew up watching Minecraft Let's Plays on YouTube, so people like the Syndicate Project, I watched that religiously. Absolutely loved that. There were a few other people I watched as well. I think Sky Does Minecraft was someone I watched for a short amount of time. A lot of really quite solid guys. You were about to attack that chicken. I saw your eyes go red. But yeah. So to now be, you know, an adult making my own series is quite exciting. I'm really enjoying it. And also just the support I've got so far. I never expected when I started to get that much support. So I've just got home and slept, and as you can see, our little map is finished. I am slightly disappointed, if I'm completely honest. We haven't really found much. I am probably going to do some more of these. Not quite sure whether to do them on or off camera, if I'm honest with you. I might do, you know, some with the capture on if I find something, start recording there and then. But we'll see. But yeah, we've got this finished, and we've got this massive ice biome here, and mainly just taiga forest. I think that's the right biome, and mountains, sort of what you'd expect. But it's nice to actually have seen a little bit of more than just our little chunk down here. So, what are we doing now? We are going to take some of the berries, which we've got, and we are going to make a little berry farm. Because there are two other things we need to do before I can finish off this episode. The first is I want to plant these berries. And the second is we sort of need to light up this area. You saw what happened at the end of the last episode. We nearly lost our dogs, we had zombies come into our house. The mobs seem to like this area as a sort of party area, so we need to put an end to that. So first of all, we're going to just plant these berries. And we're going to plant them far, far away from our house because I do not want to be treading on these and, you know, basically hurting myself for no reason, because I will do that. And also damaging my armour. I don't want my armour to get damaged. So let's place a few lines of these up here. You can see they're already growing. There we go. We've still got 12 left, so we can have a munch. I don't think they restore much health, so they aren't the most useful thing in the world. But you know, it's nice to have, especially since they're a new thing which has been added in the 1.14 update, and this is a 1.14 Let's Play. What we're also going to do is chop down all this bamboo and replant it to sort of make a little mini bamboo farm, because we're going to be using a fair bit of bamboo in the future. Maybe quite the near future, because we're going to need it to build our house, because our house is going to be quite tall. I don't know the exact height because I haven't built the entire thing, but I've built sort of little bits and pieces, and yeah, it's going to be massive, which I'm very much looking forward to, but means we're going to need a lot of scaffolding. Something else which we're going to have to do is, because of, once again, our dogs deciding that once they've been healed they're going to get frisky, we have a new puppy here who doesn't have a name or a colour. So I think we're going to have this one be blue, you know. We could have made it sort of like, we're going to have a rainbow of dogs in the end, I think, not even on purpose. Little blue collar, and then we're going to grab a name tag and we are going to name them. And this dog is going to be called Gwen, because I like Spider-Man. I watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse recently and I love Gwen. I think she's awesome. So we've now got George, Gerald, Gary, Gwen and Gertrude. I think I'm going to run out of G names pretty soon, so if you've got any suggestions, let me know in the comments. But yeah, we have got a small army of dogs building up. So what I'm doing now is I'm cooking some glass, which I collected while I was just sort of, you know, chilling out at the beach when we were looking for our buried treasure, because I want to do the floor of our skelly spawner, not the floor of the main part of the spawner, but the floor of the bit where we stand and kill them, because if you've noticed there's bedrock there, which makes making a floor a bit hard, but something I've seen done before and have actually been wanting to try myself, so I'm actually sort of excited for this, is you can put glass in the floor with the bedrock and it looks really good. So we're going to give it a little try. Yeah, there's definitely a zombie nearby. We really need to light up this place. Hello. I'll probably do that off camera just because it's going to be very boring. It'll literally just be me placing torches for however long it's going to take me. But yeah, this place is basically a death trap and I need to fix it. So if we place some black glass around, we don't have that much just yet, we can start to get a feel of how this is going to look. And I think it looks quite nice. I really like the fact that you can, you know, actually see the bedrock underneath, but you can still sort of walk across it. So I'm going to finish smelting that and I'm going to colour it and I'll show you what the finished product looks like. But first we're going to kill these skellies. So I finished the floor and I really like how it looks. It's It's a little bit trippy, but that is sort of the effect I was going for. That you can sort of see down all the sides and see all the bedrock, but obviously you can still walk across it because it's glass and you can walk on glass. So that's really cool. I'm quite happy with this. Yeah. So guys, with our map completed and hanging on our wall, as well as a few extra little things done as well, I think I'm going to call the episode there. If you liked it, please leave a like. If you want to see more of my episodes, please do subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!